What if I told you there is something in Teyvat that can change memories? Something that can alter the flow of the world's energy? Something that might even rewrite history itself? That thing is called the Loom of Fate. And today we are going through everything about it, from its origin to what it can actually do to where it stands right now. And finally, the biggest community theories about what it might become. Let's start from the beginning. The Loom of Fate is a secret project created by the Abyss Order in Genshin Impact. The Abyss Order's goal has always been to oppose the gods and challenge the system of the world. But instead of attacking Celestia directly, they chose something far more dangerous. They decided to try to control fate itself. Now in Genshin, fate is not just a metaphor. The world runs on something called Ley Lines. Ley Lines carry elemental energy across Teyvat, but more importantly, they also carry memories. Every event, every life, every battle leaves a trace inside the Ley Lines. And above all of that exists Irminsul. Irminsul is the great tree that stores the knowledge and memories of the entire world. If something changes inside Irminsul, history itself changes. We saw this happen in Sumeru. So when the Abyss says they want to weave fate, what they really mean is this. They want to control the system that controls reality. The Loom of Fate becomes real during the Archon quest involving Caribert. Caribert was a child of Khaenri'ah who had been turned into a hilichurl because of the divine curse. His father, desperate to save him, became involved with Forbidden Abyss rituals. During these events, something shocking happens. Caribert does not simply get healed. He becomes something else. By the end of that storyline, we learn that Caribert became the Loom of Fate, not just someone connected to it. He became the vessel through which it operates. And once this happens, the Loom begins to show its first confirmed ability. It can alter memories. It gives hilichurls peaceful illusions. It changes what people remember. That means the Loom is not just theoretical. It already works. Later, during the quest involving Dainsleif, we learn the Loom is progressing further. It is no longer just about giving false comfort to cursed beings. The Abyss sibling plans to use it to challenge the heavenly principles. The heavenly principles are the force that governs Teyvat's divine laws. They are responsible for the destruction of Khaenri'ah and the curse placed upon its people. If the Loom can rewrite Ley Lines, and Ley Lines influence reality, then the Loom may be able to interfere with the authority of the gods. Right now, the Loom is not shown rewriting the entire world, but it is active, it is functioning, and the Abyss sibling believes it will eventually be strong enough to rival Celestia itself. Let's separate confirmed facts from speculation. Confirmed, the Loom can manipulate memories. The Loom interacts with Ley Lines. The Loom can affect reality on a localized level. Implied but not fully confirmed. It may be able to rewrite history on a global scale. It may be able to reverse divine curses. It may be able to replace the current world system. That is where the community theories begin. Now let's talk about what players think the Loom is truly meant to do. Theory 1. Replacing Irminsul. Some players believe the Loom is meant to overwrite Irminsul. Irminsul stores the memories of the world. If the Loom can weave Ley Lines and Ley Lines feed into Irminsul, then the Loom might create a new version of the world's memory system. Instead of deleting history like we saw in Sumeru, the Abyss might completely rewrite it. This theory is strong because we already know the world's memory system can be altered. Theory 2. Restoring Khaenri'ah. Another major theory is that the Loom will restore Khaenri'ah. When Khaenri'ah was destroyed, its people were cursed. Some became immortal but could not die. Others were transformed into monsters. If the Loom can weave fate, then perhaps it can undo that curse. Perhaps it can restore their original forms. Perhaps it can even rewrite the event of destruction itself. This theory is powerful emotionally. But we do not know if Celestia's curse is something that can be undone through ley line manipulation. Theory 3. Creating a new divine system. Some believe the Loom is not just a tool. They believe it is the foundation of a new system of fate. Right now, Celestia controls the laws of the world. Visions are granted by divine authority. Irminsul records truth. But what if the Abyss is building a rival system? Instead of destroying Celestia directly, they create something equal to it. In this scenario, the final conflict would not just be physical. It would be a war between two systems controlling reality. Theory 4. The Traveler's Role. Here is the wild one. The Traveler is a descender. That means they are not recorded by Irminsul. They exist outside the system. If the Loom is rewriting fate and the Traveler stands outside fate, then perhaps only the Traveler can truly control it. Some believe the Abyss sibling is building the Loom for the Traveler, not as a weapon against them, but as something they will one day use. If fate can be woven, maybe it has not been woven yet. So let's slow down for a second, because the Loom of Fate is not just another Abyss weapon. The Loom of Fate attacks something far deeper. It attacks the foundation of Teyvat itself. Think about everything we have learned throughout the story of Genshin Impact. In Sumeru, we discovered that history is not permanent. When Irminsul changes, reality adjusts. People forget, records disappear, even identities can be rewritten. That means fate in Teyvat is not destiny in the traditional sense. It is data, it is memory, it is structure, and that structure is controlled by Irminsul. Now imagine something powerful enough to interfere with that structure. That is what the Loom represents. The Abyss Order is not trying to simply destroy Celestia. If they wanted chaos, they would unleash monsters everywhere. But instead, they are building something precise, deliberate, mathematical. The Abyss Order is attempting to create an alternative system because the true ruler of Teyvat is not the Archons. It is the Heavenly Principles. The Heavenly Principles decide what is allowed to exist. They destroyed Khaenri'ah. They cursed its people. They nail civilizations when they grow too advanced. And what is the Loom? It is rebellion, but not through war. It is rebellion through authorship. It is the attempt to seize the pen that writes the world. Now let's zoom out even further. The Traveler is not recorded in Irminsul. That means the Traveler exists outside the world's memory system. Every time history changes, the Traveler remains unchanged. So what happens if the Loom replaces or rewrites that system? Would the Traveler remain unaffected again? Or would this be the first time they are woven into Teyvat's fate? And what about the Abyss sibling? Are they trying to free the world? Or are they trying to build a world where the pain of Khaenri'ah never happened? If fate is rewritten, does that erase suffering, or does it erase meaning? There is also one more terrifying possibility. If the Loom becomes strong enough to rival Irminsul, then Teyvat could split into two truths, two histories, two realities competing at the same time, one controlled by Celestia, one controlled by the Abyss, and the Traveler standing in between, not as a soldier, but as the only being who remembers both.